Hello, welcome to another episode of Pint Time with Backpacker Mike, and I'm going to be trying another South Korean beer here by Descending Tiger Brewing Company out of South Korea. Comes in at 4% on the Richter scale. Love the artwork, but also the Korean writing on there. It's pretty cool. This is a peach ale with wheat and barley. It's just like all the other ones I tried on the previous TikToks that I'm doing in this series here. They just brewed these with the fruit. So I've got a peach and I've got a pear that I'm going to do for you guys. I had 4 of them. So we're going to get into this peach one. First, let's get back into South Korea and how to travel South Korea, right? So I already talked about like getting to South Korea and then, the various things in South Korea, the budgets, what you're going to spend, all that type of stuff, how to get around South Korea. So now that we know that we're there and we know how to get around South Korea, now it's like, what do you do when you're in South Korea, right? And by the way, this video here is for me at the Camping World Stadium in Orlando. I was there for the Pro Bowl when they still wore pads and they didn't do the tag stuff, the flag stuff. They still wore pads. But anyway, yeah, I was there in Orlando. Awesome time, amazing time there with my buddy Mike. Anyway, if you just click the little YouTube icon, you can go there and follow me on YouTube, and all my stuff is broken out in playlists. So anyway, what are you going to do when you go to South Korea? So I'm going to give you like 2, and then on the next TikTok, I'll give you another 2 or so, and then I'll finish up with the last TikTok of the day. So first, what are you going to do? Explore Seoul, right? I mean, it's the capital city. There's 50 million people live in Seoul. So you got to explore Seoul. It's like a global technology hub with sleek modern neighborhoods like Gangnam, like the guy who sang Gangnam Style. He grew up in that neighborhood, I assume. And the iconic sites of the Lotte World Tower, which is actually the 6th tallest building in the world, believe it or not. Also, many museums, palaces, temples, and 5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites you can see while visiting Seoul. Check out the amazing street food scene while you're there, because the street food is amazing in Korea, South Korea, and trendy restaurants and pubs and more. I mean, there's 50 million people living there, so they got to have stuff to do, right? So you can find all kinds of stuff to do in Seoul. The next thing you want to do when you're in South Korea is tour the DMZ. Yeah, the DMZ. You can only visit what's called the JSA, or the Joint Security Area, where you can see both military personnel from North Korea and South Korea there. You can also step into the North Korean side and take your picture there and all that stuff, a little bit of an iconic picture. You can also visit the 3rd Tunnel of Aggression, which is a tunnel that the North Korean soldiers built to infiltrate South Korea. It didn't work out too well. Also, you can see Freedom Bridge and catch a glimpse of North Korea too at the Unification Observatory that is several stories high in the air, and you can see parts of North Korea. So pretty cool. I'm going to give you guys one more real quick, and that is Hanok Village. These historical villages are composed of hanoks on traditional Korean house. They're basically traditional Korean houses. Some date back to the 14th century. The most popular being. Sorry, I had to plug in. Anyway, some of those hanoks actually date back all the way to the 14th century. The most popular one is Jeonju, with its 800 hanoks in it. Also, the UNESCO designated Gyeongju Yeongdong and Bukchon, which lies in the Seoul metropolitan area. So you can go visit those too. You will find some cool restaurants, cafes, tea houses, museums, accommodations, and more there while you are visiting. So there you go. I'm going to get into this peach by Descending Tiger. Peach comes in at 4% on the Richter scale. All right, here we go. Cheers, pro, sláinte, and skål for my Nordic friends. You know who you are. Definitely smells like peach on the nose. It's just like the other ales. They just brewed this with peach. The peach flavor comes across amazing. It's just another amazing beer. You get the heavy peach on the front of the palate, and then you get that earthiness, you know, the wheat and the barley at the back half. Let's just do a hard pour real quick. I'm just going to cash everything out that I got left in here, because I did this one on my Facebook earlier. There you go. You can kind of see how clear it is, which, by the way, if you come to Orlando, check out the beer spa in Orlando. Really cool place. You can hit the hot tub with some beer mash in there, some fresh beer mash, unlimited beer and wine. Yeah, the hard pour, again, like the other ones, just sort of blends everything together. It's just a beautiful tasting beer. Light, crisp, refreshing, super easy to drink. Amazing beer. It's another 10. They're all going to get 10s. I'll just tell you right now. They're all going to get 10s. Really cool artwork with the tiger still. All of them look the same, though. But, yeah, pretty awesome craft beers from South Korea. See, it even says right there, craft beer from South Korea. Pretty cool. All right. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on Pint Time. I truly appreciate it. And as always, peace, love, and let's continue to experience this beautiful world together. I'll see you guys next time on Pint Time with Backpacker Mike.